or any department. So we can create dashboard and reports in Power BI. It provides us a 360-degree view for business users with most important metrics and at one place. Also, it updates in real time and it available in most of the device. So let's come to Power Automate. So Power Automate is an online workflow service that automates an actions across the most common apps and services. So it can connect more than 220 services and can manage either in cloud or on-prem sources like SharePoint and Microsoft SQL Server. Also, we can connect third-party applications like Twitter, Google, and like Google Drive, OneDrive, so many applications, and we can create a workflow. Also, it responds very instantly with notifications and emails. So that's the intro to Power Automate. Next thing is sentiment analysis. So sentiment analysis is a process to identify whether the response is positive, negative, or neutral. It does the analysis on written and spoken words. Also, it helps us or any organization to see whether the customer likes or dislike the organization. So Azure Text Analytics service has three components. One is sentiment analysis, which gives the scores between 0 to 1. So 0 as in negative score, 1 as in positive score, and in between are neutral, like 0.5 consider as a neutral. Key phrase extraction. So it extract the key phrases from the sentence to identify the main point. So basically, people are writing very long comments or long paragraph, but organization doesn't want the whole paragraph. They are only focusing on some keywords. So we can extract the key phrases using this service. Also, it detects the language using language detection service by Azure Text Analytics. So now we'll go through the demo. So first demo is in sentiment analysis of Twitter tweets using Power Automate in Power BI service. So this demo will represent like how we can integrate Azure service with Power Automate to create a Power BI dashboard. So these are the 5 basic steps to do this. First is like we need to create the Azure resource for text analytics. So I will show you that. So first we need to sign in to portal.azure.com and we need to sign in with our account. If you don't have any account, you can create a free account and you will get some kind of the free credits. Oops, I was in wrong directory. Okay. So after this is the overall general window that will open. So here we can search for text analytics. So here we can see in cognitive service, we can see the text analytics. So we just need to click on text analytics. It will open a window where we need to create a resource for text analytics. So here we will create, we'll give a name, text analytics Power BI demo. Location, and you need to select your subscription. Location can be anywhere. So I'm right now in Chicago, so it's central US. Pricing tier, we can take any pricing tier, but I'm going with the lower one, so which is S0. Resource group, so I've already created a trial resource group, so I'm adding my resource in that particular resource group. After that, I will just click on create and it will take, I guess, a couple of minutes to complete and create this resource. So by that time, what we'll do is we will go to apps.powerbi.com and here we'll create a new workspace. So workspace, create a workspace, and here we can write Wednesday Oh, sorry, streaming so I create a workspace. So here we can see the workspace is created, and now we have to create a streaming data set to get the data. So what I will do is I will click on create over here, then I will select streaming data set, then I will choose API. Don't worry, we don't need to write any code. Power BI will take care of it. So I will give a dataset name, which is Twitter comments. And what I want from the Twitter comments. So let's say I want the date of the tweet posted, and so I will write date, and I will select date and time format. After that, I want user ID, like who posted, and it will be in the text form. After that, I need the comments, so I will write comments, and comment will be also in text form. And then I want the score, like our sentiment score. So score will be in decimal, so I will select the number form. So here it will give us the preview, like how the date is in date format, user ID is in text format, score is in number format, and we'll keep turn on the historic data analysis, so data won't loss. So after that, we'll just click on create. So yes, so streaming data set created, done. So if we click on data set over here, we can see that the Twitter comments data sets are generated. So what we'll do is we'll create a report. So I will click on create report over here. Oops, I guess I need to refresh the page. Okay, yeah, let's click on create report. So here I can create the report. So for now purpose, I just need a table. So for this demo, I will get the date and time as of, oh, sorry. I will create date and time. I want user ID, comments, and then score. So, and also I will pin this visual or pin this table to the dashboard. So first I need to save the report. So my report name will be Twitter dashboard. Okay, sorry, and Twitter dashboard is my new dashboard name. And let's go to the dashboard. So here we can see that our table is here. So now we want the data to be extracted over here from Twitter. So for that, what I will do is I will go to flow.microsoft.com. So Microsoft Flow is a previous name for Power Automate. So now they changed the name. After that, what I will do is I will search here for Twitter. So they have already created some flow to run and to test. So here we can say run sentiment analysis on tweets and push result to a Power BI dataset. So I'll click on that. So here I need to select my Azure's. I can give any name. So I will give text analytics. Account key and site URL. So here we already created our text analytic resource in Azure. So here we are getting keys and endpoint. So we'll click this key and we'll go to this, we'll paste this key over here, and also we'll just copy this endpoint and we'll copy that endpoint over here. So which will, and then we'll click on create. So it created, it takes text analytics, then I sign in with my organization ID. Also, I sign in my personal Twitter account. So here you can add new connection, and also you can sign in with your Twitter account. So after that, I will click on continue. So here is the interesting part. So what are the things, or what are the posts we are interested in? So let's say I'm interested in hashtag Microsoft, or I'm interested in hashtag Amazon, or I am interested in Google post. Also, I'm interested in Tesla. So I will, so we can write like this, like hashtag or, and give the or condition. So any of the post contain hashtag Microsoft or hashtag Amazon, it will take that post and it will store in our data set. So after that, I have to choose the workspace. So right now I created what's my workspace name? Let me check. I forgot the name. Oh, streaming tweets. Yeah, streaming tweets demo. Okay. After that, I need to select the data set. So there is only one data set in that workspace, and the table should be real time. So after that, I just need to select the date. So for date, I will select this created at. So so we can see the time at which the tweet was posted. So we are interested in date and time. User ID. So we are interested who posted. So username. Comments. So for comments, we'll go to Twitter's original tweet text, or there is a tweet text. Yeah, text content of the tweet. So we'll select this tweet text. And for score, we'll select this score option, which we get from the Azure's text analytics. We don't need payload right now, so I will remove that. So after that, I will click on save. So it's saved properly, and let's check if we don't have any error. No, okay, it's good. We don't have any error. So we can go back, and if we click on all the runs, right now it's nothing is running. So, oh, sorry. No one is posting. Okay, yeah. So it's, yeah. So it detects two posts. So we can see like two succeeded. Two flows are succeeded right now. So let's go to our Power BI dashboard. The dashboard is here, and we can see that it automatically data set is automatically come here, like date of the post, user ID, and comments, and the score of the comment. So uh, for uh, for this text analytics in Power Automate, it will take 5 posts per hour. If we want to get more posts, then we need the Power BI premium licenses, but for pro licenses, we can receive only 5 posts an hour. But if we want more, so what we can do is we can click on edit manually. We can click on edit, and we can click on save it. So after that, if we see the flows are running right now, so it will take a minute to get the data in Power BI service. So right now it's showing only 2 posts, but I guess after a minute, we can see more posts. So bear with me for that time. Yeah, here it should succeeded. So let's wait for a minute. Yeah, so here we can see it automatically updated. Dashboard is automatically updated. We can see the date, we can see the user ID, comments, and score. So until now the score was 0.5, but in the last 2 comments, one of them give a negative review, and one of them gave a positive review on Google. So this is how we can use the Twitter data to create a dashboard in Power BI service using text analytics and Microsoft Power Automate. So this is our first demo. So now I will go for the second demo. So second demo is sentiment analysis in Power BI desktop, not the Power BI service. So for the desktop, the first step is the same, the create the Azure resource for text analytics. Second step, we need to connect the data in Power BI desktop. So, and then we need to transform the data. We need to add some queries for key phrases and sentiment score. And then we need to create the report. So I will open the Power BI desktop application. So here you can see the new interface of Power BI. They released in December end. So if you want to turn on this new interface, what you can do is you can go to File, you can go to Options and Settings, then go to Options. And after that, it's a preview feature. So you can click on Preview and you can turn on this kind of features. So in the December update, they also released the AI Insight function. So yeah, you can take the advantage of this preview features. So after that, I need to connect the data. So I will click on Get Data. Then I have the text and CSV file already. So the file name is Fabricam comment. So this is a demo file which contains some columns with specific user ID, users, and comments and subject. So what I will do is I will click on transform the data, and I will do some clean stuff. So first I'm interested in subject and comments. So what I will do is I will merge this to columns. So I select both columns, then I'll click on add columns, then merge columns, and I will give the name. So subject comment. So here in the end, it created a column, and we can remove these old columns. So we can go to remove columns. Also, we can remove some other columns also that we are not interested in. So let's say we are not interested in this, and we'll remove columns. All right. So after this, what are the next steps? So next step is I need to connect the text analytics in Power BI desktop. So what I will do is I will right click over here and I will click on new query, then blank query. So inside the blank query, we need to write a F# language code, but don't worry, Microsoft already provided a code for text analytics and sentiment analytics, where so these codes you may find in Microsoft documentation. So what I will do is for key phrases, so here are my API key and endpoint will be different. So I will go to the Azure's my resource, and I will change that with my new API key. So paste, keep text only. Here also I want the new API key. So keep text only. And also my endpoint will also changed. So I will copy this endpoint and also over here I will paste this new link. So this is little bit simple. If we want to understand the code, we can always refer the Microsoft documentation. But here are the basic thing that we can understand. So it will take the credentials of our Azure resources. Then in the key phrase, here it will take the key phrases and it separates with the comma, and it gives the output with those kind of format. And in the sentiment score, it will give us the score between 0 and 1. So it will work regarding that. So let's copy this code now, and we can paste in our Power BI desktop query. So here I can paste it, and let's check whether it is working or not. Let's check. I am happy. If it shows any error, okay, edit credential, please specify how to connect. So we need to connect with this. So it automatically detects the link text analytics Power BI demo which we created in Azure resources. So I'll click on connect, and yeah, it won't give any error. And other one is the sentiment score. So I'll click, I will copy this. I will give this name. This query name is key phrases, and I will create another blank query. Then I'll paste that sentiment score, and I will give the name sentiment score. Let's check whether it is working or not. So I will write I am very happy. So click on invoke. Okay, so it gives us a score like 0.99. So as I told you, like if the feedback is positive, it gives us the score towards 1, and if the feedback is negative, it gives us the score towards 0. So our these two queries are working. So now we want to add the columns in this current table. So what I will do is I will go to add column, then I will click on invoke custom function. Then first column will be key phrases, and for function query is key phrases, and I need to analyze that using subject and comment column. So here our information is required about data privacy. So let's click on continue. Right now I'm ignoring the privacy levels, but you can set it up if you want. So yeah, so let's check. Yeah, so it takes the specific key phrases. So if we click on this comment, we can see there are huge 4-line comments. But if we click on this key phrases, so it takes some important word and put it over here. Now let's add another column, which is sentiment score. So I will write sentiment score, and I will select the function query sentiment score, and I want to analyze the subject comment. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we are getting this feedback over here, like sentiment score, like what are the score of these comments. So after this, I'll just click on home and close and apply. It will take a minute. All right. Our anyone has question? Someone's mic is open. Okay. Yeah. So now what I will do is I will create a word cloud of key phrases. So word cloud, what we can do is we can import a custom visualization from marketplace. So we'll click on this icon and we click on import from marketplace. After that, I will search for word cloud. So here we can see the first word cloud, which has right tick mark. So if we click on that, we can see that it's from Microsoft Corporation. So we will click on add. So this shows the visual was successfully imported. So here we can see the word cloud, the W icon. So if I click on it, and if I click on key phrases, I can see over here. Yes. So here are we can see that still key phrases are good enough to extract the keywords, but it misses out some prepositions like of, in, etc. So if we want to remove that also, what we'll do is I'll click on this visualization. I will go to format panel, then I will click on stop words on and default stop words on. So that of, in, any kind of preposition will be removed. So this one we can do. Yeah. After that, I can create any other visualization, like let's say pie chart. Oops, I forget one thing. I need to add another column, conditional column. So what I will do is I'll go to add column, a conditional column. So what is my condition? If my sentiment score is less than 0.5, then I will say like it's a negative comment. And if my score, sentiment score, is greater than 0.5, then I can say my comment is positive. Otherwise, if it's 0.5, then I can say it's neutral. After that, I'll click OK. So here we can see it added another column. Let's click on close and apply. Okay. All right. So here, oh, I forget to give the name, but here the name of that column is custom column. So what I will do is I will click on the custom column, then I will click on ID and I will select like count of ID. So here we can see that 10 people has negative comments, 4 people has neutral comments, and 6 people has positive comment. So if we click on any of the comment, the key phrases is also sync with those comments. And if I click on positive, it will give us like, okay, what are the comments that positive feedback give. So after that also we can add some slicers if we are interested. So for slicers, I need to change the data type of the sentiment score, because I guess Power BI for this Power BI didn't detect automatically, so it shows data type text. So what we can do is, we know the data type for this is decimal. So it will change, and what we'll do is we'll add a slicer visualization. We'll click on sentiment score, and yes, we can put it over somewhere. So if we were like, what's the, how many customers are less than 0.3? There are 10 customers. How many customers are less than 0.75? So we can see that 10 plus 4 is 14 customers. So this is how we can create a dashboard of sentiment analysis. Power BI has also just released in January of built-in machine learning and AI capabilities, but it is only applied to the Power BI premium customer. So if you have pro licenses, then you can't use that services. But if you have premium license, then you can use the built-in machine learning and AI models also. So let's go to the PowerPoint tag. And so let's just go through what we did for those two demos. So for the first demo, what we did is we created a Azure resource for text analytics. Then we create a streaming data set in Power BI service. After that, we create a report and dashboard in Power BI service. Then we create a flow in Power Automate and we tested the flow. And in second demo, again, we already had created the Azure resource for text analytics. So it was there. Then second, we connect the data in Power BI desktop. We transform the data. We just copy paste the Microsoft provided code in Power BI desktop to connect with the text analytic resource in Azure. So, and then we create the report. So what we learned today is like how Microsoft applications are integrated with each other, like Power Automate, Power BI, Azure. So this shows the integration of Microsoft services. Also, we use the Twitter post to analyze the data. So Microsoft is also uh, connect with third-party applications. And yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, please you can write your questions or you can ask me. And yeah, thank you for your time.
Yeah, hi everyone. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. Okay, I think we have no questions. Okay, so I request all the attendees to share their email addresses in the chat window so that we can share further communications about our upcoming webinars. All our webinar decks and recordings are available on our Cloud9 website under the respected event information. Please visit our site cloud9infosystems.com. And coming back to our assessments, Azure Assessment is a Microsoft and Cloud9 joint investment, and this is a consulting service available for your organization. Depending on your organization, it may be free, or you may use these consulting hours to get a roadmap to one of these services like Azure Migration, SQL upgrade, Power BI, and Analytics. If you are interested, please email us at c9sales@cloud9infosystem.com or call us at 855-225-6839. And our upcoming webinar will be next month in the month of Feb, and we'll be sending out the communication regarding the topic soon. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you in our next session.